Greetings, everybody. It's RPG Grandma continuing the rules for Warriors of Mars. We're moving on to grappling. All Barsoomian flyers are equipped with highly sophisticated grappling tackle. When flyers come within half inch or closer while on the same altitude, not more than about 100 feet apart, either or both may attempt to grapple. For every crew figure above 1, and for every gunner figure not engaged in firing guns, 1 grapple can be attempted. A grapple is successful on a roll of 1, 2, or 3. A grapple can only be cut on a roll of 1. The figures eligible to cut grapples are the same as those eligible to make them. One side may attempt to cut grapples on the same turn that the other may attempt to grapple. Note that if both parties are attempting to cut grapples, that they are considered as automatically cut. Gone. Ships with parted grapples are moved 1 inch apart immediately. Once 1 or more grapples have been successfully made, the ships in question are treated as a single unit. This unit becomes stationary on the next turn. At that time, boarding can take place. Once boarding occurs, grapples cannot be cut. More than 1 flyer can attempt to grapple the same opponent. In fact, there is no limit to the combinations possible if the vessels concerned otherwise meet the qualifications stated above for grappling. So that can get pretty crazy. Boarding. All figures, including officer figures, not otherwise engaged in some other action, are eligible to board. Figures which are to take part in the boarding action are moved to the edge of their flyer, which adjoins that of the enemy which is to be boarded. All figures, including officer figures not otherwise engaged in some other action, can resist attempts to board. Flyers which are to resist a boarding attempt are moved to the edge of their flyer so as to oppose the enemy figures. This movement is considered to be more or less simultaneous, so morale will have a greater effect during boarding actions than is usual on Barsoom. The number of figures on each side is multiplied by their dice score total for steady morale, as shown on the morale table. This number ranges from 10 down to 6. This is modified by the bonuses and penalties, just as in a morale check situation, but the final number is multiplied by the crew number. For example, A. Black Pirate's battleship is about to board a battle cruiser from Helium. Some of the firstborn gunners remain to fire in the engaged guns while all other figures board. Assume 5 gunners, 3 crew, 5 Marines, and 1 officer, or 14 figures. Base morale is 10. 1 is added as they are attacking. 1 is added for their commander being with the attackers. And as there are no penalties, a total of 12 morale factors is multiplied times 14 figures to give a force value of 168. The Heliumites resist with every possible available figure. Assume 6 gunners, 2 crew, 3 Marines, 1 officer, and 1 personality figure. And they have John Carter in parentheses. Base morale is 10. 1 is added for the commander being there to help resist boarding, and 2 is added for the personality figure of John Carter, There are no penalties. 13 morale factors are multiplied by 13 figures to bring the total score to 169.